Okay, we're live.
Okay, Dr. Westinghouse, you have an update for us on curriculum?
Yes. We're still having grade level meetings. We did some work, a survey that went out to all the teachers to find out how consistent the curriculum is going. So that was really good material. We also collectively as a cabinet filled out a report from State Ed, requested a report called Continuity of Learning. And they wanted to know all kinds of information on how we're handling COVID. How are we communicating with parents? How are we communicating with students? What kind of technology are we using? What are we doing for students that don't have technology at home? What about our meals? I mean, it was very in depth, and I have to say that I was proud of the work that everyone did to make it, not just to make that document, but all the work that we put in, that we had so much to tell them. And it came back very quickly that we were approved. So I was really happy about that. So, do you have any questions on the book orders? Most of them are books that we're already using, or workbooks, and we're upgrading to a new edition. Except for the computer science class, because that's a new, we're going to try to offer computer science too, but it depends on how many students are enrolled. So that may not happen, it may happen, but other than that, that's all I have for tonight.
All right, thank you, Dr. Westinghouse. I'll entertain a motion for K2, the textbook adoptions as a group, unless people have individual questions about that.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Mooney. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Ferraro. Any discussion? None being heard, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. I'll entertain a motion for items L1 and 2, personnel.
Okay.
L1 and 2.
Did I miss K?
Yeah, we just did K2, the textbook adoption, and K1 was Dr. Westinghouse's presentation.
Nope. I'm looking at it on the board docs. I'm sorry. It has personnel as K. Sorry.
Nope. So I'm looking for a second for item L1 and 2.
So moved.
Moved by Mrs. Gage.
Who made the motion?
Mr. Mooney. Any discussion? None being heard, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor say aye.
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 Item 3, appointments, L3, I'll entertain a motion. Moved by Mr. Mooney. Is there a second?
So moved. Second.
Second by Mrs. Gage. Any discussion? None being heard, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor say aye.
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 And our new appointees are in attendance in the room. I don't know if you can see them.
Congratulations.
Welcome. Welcome, Tim.
Thank you.
I will entertain a motion for item 4, appointment to tenure.
I'll motion.
Second.
Okay, motion by Ms. Barringer, second by Ms. Farrar. Any discussion? None being heard. I'll call for a vote. All those in favor say aye.
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 And again, congratulations to Ms. Vale. She was just granted tenure after.
And Dr. Kapler.
And Dr. Kapler.
Kapler, yay.
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 You can pick up your virtual certificate through cyberspace, I guess. We have it here for you. Item M, personnel. I'll group that with item M, item N1, business office recommendations. And board action discussion items, item O. I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Gage, second by Mr. Ferraro. Any discussion? None being heard, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Item P, committee reports. Do we have anything from the audit committee? No. Facilities, Mr. Mooney?
Just our next meeting is June 3rd at 4 o'clock. Anybody wishing to join, we can do the invitation again. And I know that we went through the PowerPoint. If anybody has any questions, they can email them to me for the meeting, and I can get them to the architects. And anybody from the public who has any questions can email me as well at jmooney@saugerties.k12.ny.us. Thank you.
Where's the meeting?
The meeting will be virtual.
So, yeah, Michael, send out the phone number.
Policy committee, Dr. House, you had your committee meeting just before this one?
We did. Am I muted? No, I'm not. Yeah, we had a good meeting, 45 minutes. We have a ballot policy that needs updating that has been sent to the attorneys for everybody to look at. To just make sure, because of the difference in the way we're balloting and understood as being poll registration, being a little vague about this, but that it needs to align, our policy actually needs to align with what we're doing right now. And so that's going to the attorneys. And then the rest of the conversation was with a group that had worked on the attendance policy and submitted to actually a revised attendance policy a couple of years ago. And so that group joined us today to talk about what we need to do with our current attendance policy. We have to look at it every year and sort of adjust it according to the data we have. This year, the data is a little out of the bounds of typical data and attendance. So there's a group that will be starting, and Denise and Tom and Sue from sort of the board and our policy committee will be part of that group, plus teachers. We're going to recruit some folks from the elementary school to look at our attendance policy and make sure that it is, sort of reflecting our values as well as the current situation for what does attendance mean when, does that mean you're present in class and ready to learn? What does that look like? And so that we have a policy that both reflects our values and also provides useful guidance to the administration. So that process is starting. We have not yet determined a hard stop on when is that going to come back to the board, but we did discuss really wanting that in place before the fall.
Are we taking virtual attendance now for students?
Yeah. We are tracking participation just to make sure that, like BOCES, so we know who's not there, we're reaching out to those people.
Right, it's about engagement as opposed to just attendance. So right now, and so we need to really have a policy that sort of reflects that as a reality that is certainly current and may last in some ways.
I was reading an article today in a school district in Broward County, Florida, was doing virtual attendance, not so much for the sake of attendance, but they were using it as a welfare check that students who they couldn't attend were making sure, and they were putting services in like social work, and for ESL students, sending over somebody who spoke their language to get them hooked up on the internet and things like that. So I think that's something we need to include in our policy if we're going to have extended virtual learning. Well,
we talked about that, to really make sure that the policy reflects an equitable and, that we're, in terms of access, right, particularly. And we had four students join us, and it was really great, the questions they had and their responses really, as always, I'm amazed. And that's why I was like, oh, wait, what about outreach to our student rep. That really, the stronger our connection to our student body about what the reality of the work is that we're doing, the better. So it was a great meeting, and we'll be meeting. I'm not sure when our next meeting is. Sherry, do you have that off the top of your head?
Next Tuesday. What's the date?
Next Tuesday.
General for policy?
Yeah, so we may have actually the policy, is that right?
19th.
Oh, the 19th is the next board meeting.
Oh, then that's. Yeah, that's the 19th is the next board
So
meeting.
that's June 9th.
Yeah, so we may want to try to get if we're actually having a meeting are we having a board meeting next Tuesday?
Next Tuesday, the Tuesday after that, and then June 9th. So the
Okay.
19th, the 26th, and the 9th.
So I expect that we will bring the ballot policy forward to folks in the next meeting or two when we hear back from our attorney about it.
Great.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you. School climate, nothing to report at this time. We don't have anybody from the public on right now, so we can waive the public recognition. I'll entertain a motion for executive session.
So moved.
Moved by Dr. Haas. Is there a second?
Go, Damien.
Go, Jamie. Is he still there?
I'm mute, I'm in, I second. Let's go.
Okay, great. Any discussion? None being heard. I'll call for a vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
This is Garrett Hamlin. Good night, everybody. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
So we log out and log back into the other link.
Yes, correct.
Yep, great. Thank you so much.